Hi everyone, I have had quite an eventful past few weeks actually, so it would be nice to catch up with you all. I'm a little bit tired still because I really haven't settled into my new routine as yet, but it has been extremely exciting and I think there's just been so much going on. I thought this time round I would go over a few interesting hurdles that I've come across whilst starting this new job. That's always supposed to happen, I guess. A few challenges along the way because everyone isn't good at everything. And I'm just going to run off 5 challenges that have come about. So the first challenge that I found is absorbing information. I've had to memorize quite a lot and get into a new area that I haven't had experience in previously. So I've had to read up on a lot of regulation about what's been happening in the specific area that I'm working in, different reports, and sometimes I'm not quite sure whether I'm actually absorbing anything. But one great way that my colleagues have shown me to sort of test my knowledge is to attend meetings, and people have been really receptive about engaging me with meetings that they're working on, sort of including me in anything that they're doing or meeting anyone that's of interest. So it gives me a good sounding board just to check if I know the acronyms for the industry and whether I know the current concerns. Secondly, understanding what's relevant. That's been quite a big challenge actually, because it's really hard when you don't know the topic and you read every sentence and you think that this is going to be relevant. And something that I'm having to get used to, which is a skill that I did actually learn on my master's course, was to understand sort of the big picture instead of getting really lost in the devil of the detail. The next thing that has been an issue, so my third sort of thing, has been engaging with clients. So I've been slightly reluctant initially because obviously the clients that I'm working with, sometimes it feels like they expect me to be the expert. And once again, my colleagues have really helped me on this one and explained that I should really go out there, engage with clients as they're really interested to speak about what they're doing. Everyone's been working for relatively long time in their fields, and they're really interested to engage and speak about the relevant issues or highlight something that might need to be researched further. So the fourth thing that I've found a little bit difficult is representing my company. So obviously in my day-to-day role, I'm representing the company that I work for in front of the clients and sort of doing justice to the company themselves. And that's initially challenging if you're new to the organisation and you're not quite sure what is expected of you. And luckily enough, I've had a lot of learning and development support in this role, which has been quite unique in comparison to other companies that I've worked for. So I definitely recommend people reaching out to their HR departments and asking if there are any resources, because it's always important to make sure that you're in line and consistent with the image that your company wants to portray. And especially for me, my company is in the spotlight quite a lot and is a well-known organisation, so image is extremely important. And my final challenge has been being given responsibility for my own workload. Now, I know that some of you might think, oh, this is really bizarre, what is she talking about? And basically, I think it's really important to understand that you are often just given tasks in your job or a list of things to do and are expected to deliver them. And fortunately for myself, I've had a job prior to the one that I now am in, and it's sort of learning how to do those tasks without anyone instructing you or chaperoning you and giving you that respect and responsibility, knowing that you will, in the end, complete those tasks. I think coming from an undergraduate level or graduate level, where you're used to having deadlines put in the sand for an essay, for example, and you've got sort of systematic touch points where you can ensure that you're making the right progress. Sometimes in the working world, it's a little bit more fluid, but one great thing about my new role and the atmosphere that I work in is that we have that opportunity to touch in with our managers to keep them up to date with what we are doing. And I think this is a great practice to have. So it might be worth, if you are in a new role, to ensure that you have these touch points so that you know that you're making the right progress.